Hey ladies, it's Pink Vintage here, and I'm doing a thrift store, consignment store, antique store, Goodwill haul. Those are all the four places I visited this morning, and I am so excited. I spent less than 200 bucks, and I'm trying to pull up pictures on my phone so that I can share with you guys what I got that is not here with me. But if you can see this beautiful cabinet, well, that was $14. Um, and this was the first thing I purchased this morning when I first started shopping. This beautiful chandelier, which has that New Orleans kind of vintage feel to it. And that one was $189, and I know you can't see that price tag, but I'm just putting it up there. That one was $189, and then it was 30% off because the dealer had a little 30% off label in their booth at the consignments at the antique store. So you pull the tag and you take it to the register with you. So with 30% off of $189, I put it in layaway and there was no fee associated. So I put 47 bucks down and my balance is $92. So as you can see, that was a huge savings. And I wanted to free up some more money to shop today since I went thrifting with one of my besties this morning. And the first place we went to was the antique store. So as you can see, I got the chandelier and it's safely in the layaway for me. I have 30 days to get it, but I do plan on getting it within 2 weeks so that I can just kind of shop around and get some more pieces for the store. And then the cabinet that I showed you guys is sitting at Goodwill, and it was $14 again. That was like, my head was spinning when I saw the chandelier. But as you'll see from the other items that I purchased, I've been excited. I was out 3 hours and you'll see everything that I purchased. So I was looking for handbags from the antique store because that's the same store that I got this beautiful wallet from. There weren't any handbags or any wallets that we could see, and we didn't get a chance to go through the entire store. We saw tons of vintage jewelry though, so that's going to be like the place that we go to get jewelry from for the store. So the dealer told me to check next door at the pawn shop, and I was like, no, I'm talking about handbags like purses and wallets and stuff. She was like, yeah, next door at the pawn shop, lots of ladies pawn their bags. And then I thought about it and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I walk in, huge display case full of handbags, and I did not even know it. And this is like down the street from me. So that's all I had to say was, look. So this one is called the binocular bag, and it's from Dooney, and it's in perfect condition. That's the key holder. When I tell you guys this bag smells awesome, and I knew that it was a binocular bag because it has the sticker in there, and it also has the original tag, which shows that it was priced at $298. And it also has the registration card, so I can mail that in for the warranty if I decide to keep this. Some of the items I purchased will be rehomed, but you know, regardless of the situation, this is such a beautiful bag and it smells so wonderful. I think this would be a perfect bag to take to travel with, or just to have that everyday bag that you throw on when you only have a small amount of items that you're carrying around. So the next stop was the Goodwill, which you already saw the cabinet that I got. And this was the purchase, a Louis Vuitton Epi vintage piece. And I just love this shape so much. I love most vintage things. This bag is just giving me so much life. It has that Audrey Hepburn feel to it. It's just so sophisticated, and this is definitely, it's like a clutch with handles, and it has like that Art Deco type of style to me. And it just has so much history, and the price on it was only $16.91. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so And I always like to kind of compare stuff. And I don't even have my Louis Vuitton downstairs, but I like to compare stuff. And so I look at the zippers, the rivets, and all of the different parts on the other bags that I have to determine whether or not, something is authentic. And I wasn't really sure about this, but what I'm going to do is take it to get authenticated. And here's the interior of it. It has 2 pockets right there. So I will find out sooner or later if it's authentic or not. But in the meantime, I will at least, clean it and decide if I love it or not. If I don't love it, then I will rehome it. But I just think this is gorgeous. I think this is just artwork within itself. I could just definitely see this like on a wall underneath a piece of art because of the length of it. It's just beautiful. So the next store that I went to was the thrift store. So far I went to the antique store, the Goodwill, and then the last place was the thrift store. So I got this bag for my goddaughter. Her mom says that she's not allowed to have a real Louis Vuitton, and I don't blame her because of her age. It would be very irresponsible to purchase something authentic for her and something happened to it, and me and her mom would both have to go up to the school, and that would not be cute. So I just saw this and I was like, let me get this for my poo-poo. This one was $30 and it came with a key holder on the inside, but I attached it to the outside. So that's what this looks like. So basically kept walking and I saw a Louis Vuitton wallet and I was like, oh, another knockoff. And let me just say this is a really good replica. If I were still in that replica world myself, I would be rocking this. But, this is for her. So I saw this, and at first I wasn't sure if this was, authentic or not because I had just saw the knockoff. And I was able to authenticate this myself based on the leather, based on the stamp, based on the hardware, and based on the pattern. Even when you close this, you see how those symbols match up. When it's closed, it's a perfect match. So even if you lift up, it leaves off right there on those symbols. Basically, it's missing a button, so I will be taking this to get it repaired, and I'm not sure how much that will cost, but it also has some nail polish on the back, which is not a huge deal at all. This is the price. $9.39. So need I say more? Nothing else to say. So that was that piece. And then an authentic Chanel billfold. And it's in that bubblegum pink. Very nice leather. The 2 seats on the front. And it has 1, 2, 3 card slots. And somebody left some cards in there. And then 1, 2, 3 card slots right here, and a snap closure with Chanel stamped all over the interior, which is suede. And there's also a Chanel symbol on the bottom. And okay, yeah, that's all I want to say about that. And this is the price. $6.06. And this will be, I'll be using these to clean it. But for everything else, you can pretty much use a magic eraser. And for the Dooney, I wouldn't clean this, but I would condition it with either some Kate Spade leather conditioner or the Apple Care, which is what all the Dooney nieces tell me to use. So, and they know what they're talking about. So the Apple Care will probably be the best thing to use. And other than that, these actually came in the mail, and I ordered these online from a vendor, and I bid on these, and I won the bid for $38. And this is a 2016 pair of Versace sunglasses with the Medusa symbols and the crystals in the middle. So you guys know how I feel about sunglasses, and I was just over the moon when I won these. And so I went to meet my friend at 10 a.m. I was back home by 1 p.m. and I have all of this, and I spent less than $200 today. So I just love my job, okay? So that's what I wanted to say. And I want to share that with you guys. If anybody's looking for places to shop in your area, I would check vintage consignment stores, because not only will they have older pieces, but they'll have newer pieces, not necessarily from the 60s and the 70s, but you may get something from the 90s or from the last 4 or 5 years, because some people say vintage is 5 years and older. Some people say vintage has to be a certain age or made before a certain genre or certain era in the fashion industry. And some people say certain things, like it has to have lace, it has to be this, it has to be that, with patterns and all that stuff. I feel like it just depends on the person that's shopping for it and the person that's selling it, whatever you guys' opinion of the items are. But always check antique stores, consignment stores, Goodwills, and you have to go on a certain rotation. And also check, I'm leaving something out. I think thrift stores is the only one that I did not mention. Check eBay. Check around different places. Just check, because I always find good deals, and I find like the bomb deals. But I'm always on the lookout, and I'm always, telling people, put this on the wait list for me. If you get this in, call me, email me, or whatever. So those are my items that I purchased today, and I will be cleaning everything and disinfecting it shortly. But I just wanted to share this with you guys before I did anything else. And if you guys have any questions for me, as always, please make sure you ask me. I have no problem sharing information. That's why I do these videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and namaste.